So, having said that, these are two important aspects of Naga. One is Kala, in the Kala there is one which is Ananta, another which is Shesha. The third one is Karkotaka, which is what these three aspects that we are handling here. When we say creation, we mean everything. We don't mean a universe or a galaxy or a planetary system, we mean everything. Everything that is created at some point collapses. In that there is a Shesha or something that is a reminder which becomes the basis for the next creation. By looking into this one, we see there is a record of 84 creations. That is the Shesha in us, the reminder in us that there have been 84 creations.
There are 12 dimensions of Naga which are worshipped in India. These are overlooking a very big crater which could have happened either because of an asteroid hit or maybe a gas burst, they are saying, we do not know how it happened. But a 400-meter-long serpent built with mud, a mound, it's a serpent mound. So, various people across the world have come to this not by transportation of cultures, that also has happened, but that is not the reason why it's happened. Wherever people perceived something beyond five senses, wherever people spend time, more eyes closed, pratyahara essentially. Pratyahara means you withdrew your senses. Wherever pratyahara happened, wherever withdrawal of sense happened, there Naga lived. There they recognized the significance of this dimension of evolutionary residue which remains within us and how we can activate that and how it can become a process of one's evolution beyond the limitations of one's senses. The snake which is around Shiva's throat is referred to as Vasuki, but the Vishnu's snake is referred to as Shesha. If you do not know this, those of you who learnt early part of your school, you did in local languages in southern India, if you did, either in… I do not know what's the word in Tamil, but in Telugu and Kannada, if you're learning mathematics, Shesha means remainder. In mathematics, it's a common thing, Shesha. So that is the word that is used for this, because this snake or this serpent represents the Shesha or what is always a reminder of when a certain creation ends, certain things remain. A certain core aspect remains, which once again germinates into another creation. So it is upon this Shesha that Vishnu rests. That means when he is resting, when there is no creation to maintain, he is resting on Shesha, what is remainder. Adi Shesha uncoils and time moves forward. This is the mythology about it. This means the remainder that is left from the previous creation stays, and when it begins to uncoil, it is called as Adi Shesha because it's the first reminder which is there, and it uncoils means another creation begins to happen. So this is a very profound aspect of life expressed in symbolic ways. So this Naga Panchami or Nag Panchami today represents all this in the month of Shravana, on the day, fifth day. This is the day which is very significant for those who want to penetrate and know life beyond their physicality, beyond their senses. This is not just about experiencing or realization or liberation, this is about knowing. If you want to know, maybe not everybody wishes to know, that is okay. Some people just want to be free, they don't care to know, it's all right. But those who want to know, for them, this aspect of evolutionary reminder within you is very, very important. Otherwise, it doesn't really function, whether you actually relate to the symbolism or not, be perceived by the senses. It is because of that, in the yogic culture, maximum attention was given to Naga. Well, Adiyogi is carrying a Naga around his throat because this represents that aspect of you where you're able to perceive something which your senses cannot perceive. Where the five senses fail, there the work of the Naga begins.
When the creation collapses, when galaxies collapse, there will be some residue left. That is the Shesha. If you have learned mathematics in a local language in India, you would know Shesha means the residue in the mathematics. What is left over? What is the remainder? In English it's called the remainder, that is the Shesha. So this is the Shesha Naga, one who is left over from previous creations. So one who is left over is very vital for the next creation to point collapses. In that there is a Shesha or something that is a reminder which becomes the basis for the next creation. This is the 84th creation according to the yogic sciences. When we say this is the 84th creation, we have not arrived at it by going and looking into the galaxies and cosmic spaces as to what is happening there. By looking into this one, we see there is a record of 84 creations. That is the Shesha in us, the reminder in us that there have been 84 creations. How many more can happen? Well, up to 112 can happen. The 112, beyond that, the creation will not be of physical nature, will be of pure energy form. This is what it means by saying only 112 chakras are physically manifest, rest or above the body or beyond the body means they are beyond physical nature. So the future creations, we are not talking in terms of years or centuries or millennia or even millions of years, it is many, many billions of years probably. So, having said that, these are two important aspects of Naga. One is Kala, in the Kala there is one which is Ananta, another which is Shesha. The third one is Karkotaka, which is what these three aspects that we are handling here.